welcome back to my channel. Or if you guys are new here, then a huge welcome to you guys. I'm super glad that you guys are here. If you guys do like this video, please go ahead and give this a thumbs up. Also click that subscribe button if you have not already. I would love for you to join. Click the little bell so you're notified of all my future uploads, and let's get on into it. I'm sure, as you guys said by the title, noticed by the title, this is an honest review about the Teresa Lethal is Dead palette. I did not buy any of the liners, guys. Okay, listen. I very rarely use liners. Like, very, very rarely. And I know this is going to be like such a hot ticket commodity item with the eyeliners included. So I decided to leave those items for somebody else to enjoy. But I did go ahead and get a palette. This is my first time ever dealing with Lethal Cosmetics. I have never ever tried them before. But I love Teresa. She's great here on YouTube. I will leave her channel linked down below if you guys do not know who she is. Disclaimer, if you're going to go and watch her videos, she does use the word fuck as a comma. Like, it is there all the time. If that is something that you cannot stand, if you are not an adult, cussing's just, you think that's very unladylike or just not appropriate, definitely don't go and check out her channel. But if you are into somebody who's definitely going to give you an honest review and literally does not care what a brand thinks, Teresa is that person. She does cuss a lot. I don't mind. Outside of YouTube, literally, I'm pretty sure I'm cussing a lot more, if not as much as Teresa. I do try to tone it down for YouTube, but I mean, I cuss too, so that's why I like her. So yeah, let's just go ahead and let's dive on into this palette. And then if you guys are wanting to know my honest thoughts on this palette, if it's any good, then definitely keep on watching. I am sure a lot of you that have been on my channel for a while are probably sitting there thinking Carrington is going to go for the greens. And you would be right. I am going for the greens. I have already primed my eyelids using this month's Shop Mustache eyelid primer. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and use the green. I'm first going to go into this lighter shade right here called Body Snatched. So let's just, oh, okay. Well, first of all, I just literally tapped my brush in there and there's a lot of fallout. Kick up, I guess. All right, and then we're just going to just start this in like the crease and up. Okay. I have a feeling this shade is going to take like a little bit of building. So I'm just gonna sit here back and forth, building this up until I get to a pigment that I want. I'm trying to use up like as many of these colors as humanly possible. So next, I was going to do like Creature Feature and just do that on the outer corner and bring it up into the crease. But I think what I want to do instead is I want to take the shade Watery Grave and bring that lower into the crease. And then take Creature Feature out on my lower, my outer corner. And then this shade right here, Predator, onto my lower lash line. I think that'll be, I think that'll be cute. So now we've got Watery Grave, let's move on to Creature Feature then for like the outer corner. Again, these shades do take some slight building. I don't know if it's because I'm like just going into it lightly and like tapping off my product. I don't mind buildable shadows. I do find that to be something that I'm kind of more into right now, instead of just like one dunk in and bam, there's no going back. So I personally am enjoying that. Okay, these shades are actually going together kind of nice. I was a little worried that it was gonna go downhill real quick, but it's actually going pretty good. This is looking very beautiful. It's definitely like a very like grungy green palette, and I am so here for that. I literally bought stuff from BH Cosmetics that had like grungy greens in it because I was already purchasing something else, and so I'm like, I'm gonna purchase something that's grungy greens in it. Like, That's just where I am with this. Okay, all right. I will say mixing that green with that purple really kind of made it like a very interesting color. And then I put the green like all over like the outer part of my lid. So I think that was cool. So now let's go into, I have a little brush that I put somewhere. Here it is. Let's go into the shade right here, Predator, and run that along the lower lash line. All right, so here's what we've got eye look wise. Definitely like a very grungy-ish kind of a color story going. I absolutely love that. I also wanted to talk about like the little cards that got sent with it. So first, Lethal Cosmetics kind of just like sent their information. And then it says, thank you for your purchase. These products were lovingly formulated, designed, produced, inspected, packaged, and shipped by. And then it has everybody that's team is on their team is on here, and then it says, we hope you enjoy them as much as we enjoyed making them. And then there was one that came from like Teresa herself, like she like wrote it herself, and it says, dear pumpkins, the time has come to fulfill a prophecy. It has been foretold that every 100 years there will be two forces that come together to fight the battle between good and evil. One, a garbage person, and the other, an innovative cosmetics company. After a few blood sacrifices and incantations, we bring you our collaboration, Lethal is Dead. So, dust off your acid-washed jeans and grab a comically large can of hairspray. If you want to be the sole survivor of your very own low-budget horror film, this is the palette for you. With love, Teresa. And it has like her little logo right down here. So I think that's super cute. I really like that. I do like it when brands kind of sometimes make something like special, which they definitely did with this. Okay, so now that we have done the palette, let's go ahead. I'm going to go and do the rest of my makeup off of camera. Come on back so then we can talk about my final thoughts. All right, my little ghost goblins, and here is the final look. What do you guys think? Let's just do like an up close, like this is the final look. Let's just go over my final thoughts of this palette. Okay. I love this. I love this palette. I love the look that I created. I was able to use a lot of the shades. I will say the shades do have quite a bit of kick up in the pan. So if that is a deal breaker for you, I don't think you're going to enjoy this palette. This is definitely a very grunge palette. If you're wanting something bright and vibrant, I don't think you're really going to get this from this palette, unless maybe you just went into this green and this, you know, maybe, but you're only using like so many shades. This is definitely a very grunge palette. I love it. Like, I absolutely love it. I love the look I created. These are definitely very like buildable shades. It's not something you're going to like tap your brush in and like maximum pigment. I think every single color that I have gone into, I dunked my brush in twice, and then I think it took about anywhere from 2 to 4 layers to get to the color payoff that I was wanting. Not a deal breaker for me at all. Like I said, I'm really enjoying right now. Like before, I was really into like, I want that pigment right then and there. I am really enjoying having to build things up, and it wasn't like one of those where I'm like building up so many times and nothing is happening. Like this green, I mean, I'm not using a white base, and I built this up 3 times, and I mean, it's there. The Watery Grave, again, 3 times. This shade just once, and this shade twice. And then the shimmers are absolutely beautiful. This palette is fantastic. If you are able to get your hands on it, I know they're doing like pre-orders and restocks and things like that. If you're able to get your hands on it, go ahead. However, do not feel that you need to run out to Macari and spend 3 to 5 times the amount this palette sold for for this. I feel like you could get a lot of similar shades from other palettes. You can get a lot of similar shades from Lethal Cosmetics themselves. Please do not feel like you need to rush out the door right now. Go to Mercari and spend like $100, $150 on just this palette. Absolutely do not do that. That is ridiculous. Unless you think that like that's worth it to you. If you think that's worth it to you, go right on ahead. But I'm not saying that that's something that you need to go and do. But yeah, this was absolutely a fantastic palette. If you're able to get your hands on this, if you're able to, you know, do a pre-order or, you know, be there for one of the restocks, I would say, and you are into grungy colors, into colors that are going to build up, I would say you're not going to be disappointed in this. I'm certainly not disappointed in this. I absolutely love this palette. This is probably one of my favorite palettes for right now, just because of how grungy it is. And I don't know what it is about grungy tones. So that is it for today's video. Leave a comment down below what you guys think of this palette. Are you guys gonna pick this up, or is this not really something that you're interested in? Let me know all that down below. I would also love to know what you guys think of this look. Do you think I pulled it off? I tried to use as many shades as possible. Let me know all that down below. Don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Lets me know that you enjoy things like this, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.